Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Destination Paris, where every week we bring you the latest on the build-up to the start of the Olympic Games here in the French capital. Let's start with the iconic Olympic rings. They're being hoisted onto the Eiffel Tower, as well as being added to the arena in La Défense. That's the venue to the west of Paris, where swimming events will be taking place. They were unveiled by 100-metre silver medalist Christine Caron and are the only other site where the rings will be displayed throughout the Games. 30,000 people will be cheering on the athletes in the stadium that normally serves as the home ground for the local rugby club Racine 92 or 92. Well, speaking of swimming, one of the big hopes for gold here in France is 22-year-old Léon Marchand. He's one of the hottest names in the discipline at the moment, having broken Phelps' record in the 400-metre individual medley. And he's in fact being coached by the Olympic legend's former mentor, Bob Bowman. Bowman, who helped Phillips win 23 Olympic gold medals, is confident he is that Marchand has all the talent to impress in Paris.
When I went to Tokyo, I was kind of like a random swimmer, you know. Nobody knew my name. It will be definitely different this year, and I'm getting prepared for that. I have a mental trainer that I train with since 4 or 5 years now. And yeah, the main focus now is just honestly managing the pressure, the media, the people around me who expect me to do something there. I want to win. I want to win gold medal. That's the main thing, honestly.
He's very good underwater. Better than anybody ever, by far. So he's got that. The best part is he's built like a torpedo. So underwater, he's like a little boat going, you know, he goes fast. He has speed and he has endurance. So he kind of has the whole package that you want. And so far, he's done quite well under pressure, which is the other piece of that equation.
Well, meanwhile, Australia will be providing protective treatment for its athletes competing in the River Seine, that which flows through the capital. Concerns about the cleanliness of the water are high, especially on days of heavy rainfall, where sewage can end up in the river. Now, the marathon's swimming leg will be taking place in the river, and the French organising committee says that recent checks are looking promising that this will all be going ahead. Now, to prove that, the city's mayor has promised to take a dip at the end of the month, jumping into the River Seine then at the end of June. No word yet about whether she'll be getting of that special treatment on her side, but that's expected then. Those were her words and her promise to come for the end, the 23rd of June. Well, our teams across the world have been following the preparation of several athletes, and it's time now for our third and final episode in our series about judoka Mbagnick Ndiaye. He took our team to the neighbourhood where he grew up in Dakar. That's the capital of Senegal, and the neighbourhood that turned him into the champion that he is today.
This is my neighbourhood, my kingdom. This is where I was born and took my first steps. This is my home. I'm going to show you my dojo, the national dojo of Master Amara Dabo. This is where it all began. This neighbourhood gave me everything. I represent my neighbourhood first and Senegal second.
Mbagnick Ndiaye grew up in the historic heart of the Senegalese capital. The judoka or judo competitor never misses a chance to return. It's become a ritual on the eve of every competition.
He is a very good boy. He was always well behaved and never had problems with anyone. He's very respectful of the elders.
By all accounts, Mbagnick was a nice kid, adored by the residents of the neighbourhood. As a man, returning here helps keep him grounded.
I try to draw strength here. We don't have this in Europe. It's very difficult there with the stress and everything. When I come here, I decompress because I can be myself. I'm not just Mbagnick. They have seen me grow up and I'm nothing to them.
Up until the age of 18, Mbagnick lived in this building. His late father was a nurse, his mother a housewife. He and his 5 siblings enjoyed a close bond. Today, though, most of his family have left the area. All that remain are a few close friends and precious memories.
He sacrificed so much. When we were younger, we would go out to nightclubs with the boys and the other brothers to party. everyone went to part from Mbagnick. He always stayed in. For Mbagnick, it was always either studying and judo.
Mbagnick says his family also made sacrifices. He wants to make them proud.
I continue to compete at a very high level to honour my parents and make them proud. They sacrificed a large part of their life to raise me well and to raise me in good conditions. I know it wasn't easy because we didn't have the same means as everybody else, but that has made me strong, to know that I have come from nothing and have reached this point.
Having received the blessings of those in his neighbourhood, Mbagnick will now try to win an Olympic medal for his country. Senegal has only reached the podium once, with a silver in the 400-metre hurdles in 1988.
With warmer temperatures expected over the summer and no air conditioning in the Olympic Village, Stanford University is trialling new technology designed to lower body temperatures. It comes in the form of a mitten worn on the hands and is said to cool down the blood that flows through athletes' muscles. So rather than ice baths and towels, well, who knew that we should be putting mittens on then instead? Well, every week we take a look at not just those who are aiming for goals, but also the everyday athletes and the way in which sports are practiced here in France. Like in pretty much all corners of the world, football is an essential part of the culture, and more than just a sport, it's about everybody taking part.
Le foot, c'est forcément un sport de passion. Il y a vraiment un panel en fait, de personnes qui viennent jouer au foot par passion du foot à la base. Et lui, il est patron, moi je suis ouvrier. Maintenant, au final, arrivé sur le terrain, tout le monde est à égalité et ça, c'est vraiment très très bien, quoi. Il n'y a pas de barrière sociale et c'est une deuxième famille de toute manière. En tout cas, moi, Livaro, pour moi, c'est une grande famille en fait.
Ouais, super Kevin! Bien joué Kevin! Du mouvement, si tu attends, c'est pas bon! Allez, bleu, allez! Faut booster! Faut y aller, Jean, il faut y aller, t'es spectateur là, bonhomme!
On a ça dans le sang, donc que ce soit moi, mes enfants, tout le monde. La famille, c'est foot. Rigolade, de plaisir, on a tous le sourire, des petits mots, on se chambre.
Attends, je te le dis en plus!
Ouais, je sais,
ah oui,
j'ai fait trop vite, hein!
Et l'ambiance surtout. On a une bonne ambiance.
Joue vite, ça!
Ça fait 26 ans que je suis ici, que je joue à Livaro. On est là pour s'amuser, quoi. On fait pas des entraînements de fou non plus. Là.
Samy, resitue! C'est pas normal que vous faisiez avoir comme ça par Karim, les gars.
Après, dans le jeu, on est bien, mais c'est la précision, le dernier geste.
Don, n'y va pas!
Ici, on prend du plaisir ensemble. Après, même, on reste un peu quand même compétitif quand même. Hein, donc, on essaie d'aller au bout, d'essayer de gagner le match.
Oh, il y a faute, là. Ça fait 60 ans que je suis Livaro, vous voyez, c'est pas d'aujourd'hui. Ah, tous les dimanches, tous les samedis, voir les jeunes, tout. Tous ceux qui jouent là, je les ai vus tout gamins. Puis ça nous a fait du tort, c'est la boîte de nuit qu'ils ont ouvert à Livaro, là. Alors les jeunes, ils vont faire le samedi soir, le dimanche, ils auront les jambes un peu coupées.
L'objectif, c'est ça, c'est d'essayer de pouvoir se faire plaisir.
Puis boire un coup et tout après match. C'est sympa d'être tous ensemble, quoi. C'est la troisième mi-temps. Ça motive beaucoup les joueurs aussi. Une
fois que c'est sifflé, c'est fini, on passe à autre chose. Après, c'est les copains.
Encore une fois, Livaro vaincra. Oh, belle étoile, belle étoile, belle étoile, 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 et jusqu'au dernier des matchs de l'année, on nous entendra chanter.
Well, taking things to another level earlier in the week, Thierry Henry unveiled his preliminary squad for the football events. The former world champion turned manager has left out Kylian Mbappe, this in light of the announcement that he signed for Real Madrid. Henry still has hope that the younger champion will be able to play for France, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the air. Considering Real Madrid's points on the matter, the club has the power to release Mbappe or not for the Olympics. Warren Emery, Bradley Barcola, Alexandre Lacazette and Michael Olise, however, are part of those being called up. Well, finally, preparation and concentration quirks are common among athletes. Hamish Kerr, however, has a tactic that we'd never heard of before. The high jump world champion has what he says is the tiniest bladder in the world. And his way of dealing with that at the latest World Athletics Championships in March was to take a toilet break in between every jump. A moment to reset and concentrate, he says, and it's paid off. The 2.36 metre jump in Glasgow was his personal best. And that's the highest by any athlete so far this year.
You know, just generally in competition, I like to step away from the competition a little bit sometimes and just try and really kind of ground into myself and centre into myself. And so, yeah, there was a lot of time in Glasgow since I was clearing the bar first attempts and everyone else was kind of getting a second or third attempt. I was sitting around for a while, so to be able to go to the bathroom a couple of times there to just kind of steady myself and just have a bit of quiet and a bit of me time between jumps was really good.
And that's a tactic that he plans to repeat at this summer's Olympics. Well, that's all for now on Destination Paris. Join us again next week. Bye-bye.